Everybody, it's Invicta. It is time for the return of Wacky Wednesday here on the channel. Today, we're going to be trying out a mod called the Restores Monster mod. So this was made by a team called Team Compliance, which I will leave a link down below to their YouTube channel. You can find this on the Steam Workshop. Obviously, if you're playing on a platform that does not have any mod support, then you're not going to be able to play this. But supposedly, this adds a whole lot of new rooms and a whole lot of new enemies that were from previously scrapped versions of the game. These are assets that were not used for one reason or another. And again, this is made by Team Compliance. We're just going to check it out. And I am going to start doing more Wacky Wednesday stuff here with mods, just to show off some mod creator stuff, and just because I just felt like doing it again, just to change it up a little bit. So I am playing, of course, on the Twitch save file just to test out some mods right now. But if things are cool enough, then I may put it on the YouTube file. We'll see. So here's your amazing artwork slash sculpture of the day, submitted here by Bryce Clay's Art. Title thread was, I created my two favorite Binding of Isaac enemies, Mr. Maw and Fat Sack. And yeah, they look like things that Ed would have used to animate something in one of the trailers. So I do appreciate how much time that probably took and how awesome they came out. So thank you very much, Bryce's Clay Art, everyone who uploaded that one on the Invicta subreddit. We also did have another video across 3,000 likes, and we're just going to play Isaac because I have no idea what we're going to see here, and we're going to probably need a little bit of the D-Sizzle. D-Day is going to be X-Ray, Bravo, Mike Papa, 1-3, Mike Foxtrot. Well, we've got a planetarium right off the bat, and obviously we're starting... What in the world? Okay. We're obviously starting off here with base Isaac stats because we're literally playing as base Isaac. And yeah, I have no idea what to expect here. Apparently this mod is like anti-birth, but it doesn't have all of the anti-birth or Fiend Folio stuff built into it. It just has like different things that were supposed to be in Isaac and then apparently weren't. There's a keeper here, so yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting the 4.5 volt. Maybe not for the D6, but we'll see. So far, we've only seen one new enemy, but yeah, let me know if you want to see more Wacky Wednesday stuff. I think that revisiting some mods from past Wacky Wednesdays from a few years ago, I think would be very cool. And let me know also suggestions down below if you have any new mods that you'd like to see that maybe I haven't seen yet. I will mention that I've pretty much played out Fiend Folio and Anti-Birth for as much as I kind of want to right now. So I don't even worry about recommending those because I'm not going to play them. I'd like to see more unique stuff here. Not that Anti-Birth and Fiend Folio aren't great, of course, as they are easily the most impressive Isaac mods ever made. Yeah, we can take 5 bombs. It's fine. But I do want to kind of diversify like other outlooks out there. We are going to end up getting Terra as well, so I'm happy with that. Terra is going to allow us to go into secret rooms for free. And also break rocks and stuff. What on... Was that a loot goblin? What was that? Okay. Okay, I'm down with it. So we'll see what kind of impressive animations that Team Compliance came up with here. And again, I should mention that I don't know how much was put into the like custom animations, or if this was if these were just animations that were built into the game previously. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but I'm excited to see what this mod can produce because it was very highly rated, and apparently this is also a re-upload or repackaging of the mod for Repentance. So looking forward to seeing how this one pans out. I'm gonna go ahead and go after these coins here because there's no reason not to. You can also use Terra, of course, to go through doors, which is kind of nice. Break pots, you can break rocks, you can break everything. And it's also a fantastic damage up, and I'm very happy that we end up having the D-Sizzle, so I don't have to worry about using the Flying Pony. But the Horseman, I will say the Flying Horseman or Headless Horseman is definitely the most difficult first floor boss out of all of them. Fallen coming in a very close second, but Headless Horseman can be extremely dangerous, especially if you have a very bad Eden start. Obviously, we've got a very good start here with base Isaac stats, and of course, with Terra giving us a movement, or not a movement speed, but a damage upgrade. And we're just going to get a range upgrade. So we do have enough to go get 4.5 volt. And I think I am going to go do that. This is not necessarily going to pay out right now, or pay off right now, with us having the D6, but hopefully it is going to turn into something a little bit better. And, you know, maybe if we end up getting Shoop or something like that, then we'll be able to start firing that Shoop de Loop. people were pointing out the other day. We're going to last week's question of the episode, and this was actually submitted by many different people. So I'm just going to ask it and answer it on a general consensus here. Of course, this was the chaosless redo that we did, which inspired the new like streak goal. And basically what people were asking was, how would I improve chaos? It's such a risk-reward item. What would I do to actually improve it? The answer is I wouldn't do anything. I would not change chaos. I would not make it perform any differently or pick from specific pools. I think that chaos is fine as is. You got to have, in my opinion, some of those gambly items in the game, and chaos is definitely a huge gamble, as we've already proven definitively that it does have a negative impact on your runs, or at least can, to a pretty great degree. And by great, I mean like a wide margin, not great as in like, oh man, this is great. I think that chaos is fine. Do I like chaos? No. I chaos is done for me. Hey, 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 hey! It's my coins! Stay away from my coins! You can't have them. Okay. I wonder what happens if you let him grab everything. All right. We got there. Oh no, what are these? Are these dumpies? They are dumpies. Should mention, if I didn't already, I'm pretty sure I did, that there's also new room layouts as well on top of new enemies. So, yeah, we're gonna be seeing some new stuff that we ain't never seen before. We ain't never seen one of these rooms here. Yeah, well, you can have the spikes. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Nice and easy. We could look for the store, and I think we should go do that. Find the tienda. I'm not sure why those spikes decided to start in the middle of the room, but hey. Ooh, okay. I'll take Isaac's Tomb. Isaac's Tomb is going to give us a random either item or a bunch of consumables whenever we start a floor, so I'm definitely down for that. Now, I don't believe that this mod adds any new bosses. I could be wrong about that. I don't believe that it does. So if there are new bosses with this mod here, then it's going to be a total shocker to me. And we've seen a few new enemies, nothing crazy yet. I mean, the Loot Goblin Keeper, whatever the heck that is definitely. The next time I see one, I'm gonna let it pick up all the money in the room just to see what happens. I hope it doesn't turn into greed or something, or turn like super ultra greed. That would be, while hilarious, that would be an absolute terrifying experience for me. Sure, it'd be very entertaining for you all, though, you bunch of freaking sickos. I am going to bomb the donation machine here, and we gotta go for the jumper cables, but honestly, I think the battery is just so much better for us with the 4.5 volt, because it means that we're not going to be able to waste any charges whenever we're killing things, and there's no reason for us to use the D6 right now, so why not? It's gonna be a mini boss, isn't it? It's gonna be a mini boss, isn't it? It's just gonna be a curse room. Okay. Well, we're already here, so I might as well go in the curse room. I really don't want to, because we haven't been to the Devil Deal yet, and I really don't want to lose a soul heart, but I will just because this is, this is a Twitch file. Yep. Not sure where the super secret room is, but we'll find it somewhere. Wouldn't mind getting a movement speed upgrade. It would be kind of nice. It's definitely not there, and I'm pretty sure I tried in this room here. I'm surprised it's not there, but either way, we're going to go up against Mons Bro. Up a poison bomb here. Again, just post if you have recommendations for mods that you would love to see, or ones that are like trending, or ones that you think are just going to be right up my alley, then definitely post them in the comments down below. I'm going to start doing more Wacky Wednesdays, including the return of the rules. I'm going to be putting some crazy, wacky spins on Isaac. Don't really want Dark Prince's crown, and I don't really want Jello either, although Jello with 4.5 volt is kind of pog. Yeah, I can't pass it up. You just can't. I'm sorry, the D-Sizzle. You've been usurped by the goat that is Jello. Isaac's tomb, but we don't have a key. Be sure that we hit that chest there, game, but not. All right, so we're gonna use Jello in here, and every single time that we get full charge, we can just keep on spawning more and more Jellos, which is going to give us more quicker charges on Jello, which makes us deal even more damage because we can get more Jellos out there, which causes us to get even more Jellos, and et cetera, et cetera. So Jello plus 4.5 volt is really such a great combination that always pays off and always is worth it. If you have any damage issues, but you happen to have access to the 4.5 volt and Jello, you're going to be treated right. You're going to be treated well. Well, Soul Heart, we do find the secret room there. I'm a little bit surprised that it was our starting room, but there's that. Dog Tooth gives us a movement speed upgrade and damage upgrade, which I'm happy to take right now. I mean, it's not a great damage upgrade, but, you know, it's something. I don't even have to be in here. So, another thing that you can do with Terra or sulfuric acid or anything that you can do to get out of rooms is you can gain charges like this. Then let's say, for example, that we needed to get more charges, but we didn't necessarily want to do the entire room here. If we get something easy, we can simply walk out, walk back in, and then the enemies respawn. But we don't lose the charge on our active items. So now you see here, we're doing this room with Jello. And the same thing can be used for any active item. You can use it for a Soul Heart generator. You can use it for like teleport or anything like that. You can always come back and get more charges. So think of it like an infinite full charge farm. You basically just have to make sure you don't kill everything and don't die, of course. That's kind of a big thing. What in the holy mother? What is that? Is that a bat? These are white Zubats. I think I've seen these before somewhere. I hate that. Hate that bat. Got another. There appears to be 4 bats here. Okay. 1 tooths are gone. Would not mind getting more options here if we could, and we do get a nickel and a cardio coin. I'm gonna go pick this up now before I accidentally walk over the sack. Here we can also use our Terra ability to kill mushrooms as we get blown backwards. Surprised I didn't actually take damage for that. If I was in range to take damage, then I should have been, or to get blown back, I should have taken damage there. Secret room's right here, guaranteed. Thanks to us listening to the Dog Tooth. I'm not going to open a mega chest just because we only have 2 keys. Then obviously we're going to save Jello for our boss. Hopefully get a Tears upgrade, because that's one of the big things that dictates how well and effective the 4.5 volt recharge your active item, especially one that deals active damage constantly like Jello does. This is going to be great for us to go up against a tanky enemy such as Yellow Champion Mega Fatty. And just notice how much faster that charge is going up. We get another one, throw him out there. Bingo, bango, bongo. About to have a 4th Jello, and yeah, the damage just gets multiplicative after this. That is a dead Mega Fatty, and no, I'm not gonna do it. Even on an exhibition run, I'm not gonna take experimental treatment. And thank you for the feedback, by the way, the other day on Sunday regarding whether or not I am allowed to use the console and give myself the negative in Polaroid. I'd say it was about 80% people said that they don't care. You know, it's whatever. I've got nothing to really prove in Isaac, and you know, it goes back to just one thing I've said for many years, which is that just play the game how you want. If you want to spawn items into your game and do it that way, hey, there is no one that able to tell you can't. Right? It's your game. It's literally your game. You can do whatever you want with it. If you want to make things easier on you and give yourself mapping every single floor, just do it. Give yourself black candle on every run. Look, I ain't gonna judge you. All right? It is your game. That being said, though, I think for now, I'm going to avoid spawning. Like, I would only use console commands to give myself the negative or the Polaroid, just like in that instance where I accidentally took something when I wasn't meaning to. Because that is, to me, it's a little bit more harmful to the videos. Why'd I do that? I literally can break rocks, you moron. I think it's more harmful to the videos because people obviously they want to see more content. They want to see longer videos. They want to see how, like, a really strong run absolutely dominate the game. So it's going to come down to context, really. And obviously, I just need to be better about not accidentally taking the wrong key item versus another. You don't get to do that, Curse. You don't get to do that, Curse the Maze. I'm going to go where I want to. You gotta be kidding me, dude. What Isaac's head's... Look, Curse the Maze, you are not stopping me from getting into this. You are not stopping me from getting into this damn secret room. You can shift me all you want, bro. I'm getting in here. How long it takes me to get there is it's up to you, but this is happening. Curse the Maze. All right? The first time's annoying. Second time, ha ha ha, funny. The fourth time, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Then you're going to start testing my patience. Definitely need some stat upgrades here. Base Isaac stats are great, but not the end-all be-all. I am going to take Epiphora, which is just super incredibly powerful on Jello. This is the absolute most active Curse the Maze I have ever seen in my entire life. Now we're just missing the dream combo here of Brimstone and Jello and Epiphora. Well, really, technically speaking, the dream combo is those 3 items plus Sacred Heart. Epiphora is going to give us a constant tears up every single time, for every second that or every couple of seconds, I don't remember what the interval is, that we hold on to the same direction of fire for our tears, and as soon as we let go, resets, or if we change directions, it starts over again. It's gonna shift me, isn't it? It's gonna shift me. Surprised it didn't. Trinket Smelter. Yeah, I like Trinket Smelter, but it's not gonna help us here. Same thing goes for Booster Pack. I think it's kind of whatever. It's just a bad item, man. 2 of clubs, 2 of clubs. My Priestess doesn't matter. First Strength card also doesn't matter. I'll take a World card. Ace of Spades. We can turn some stuff into keys. We do actually need a little bit of. If you're wondering what's happening there, by the way, that is Curse of the Maze. Procking non-stop on us. Oh, keys are gone. Wonder what could have happened to them. I don't know if the mod does something to the proc rate of like curses and stuff, but this is kind of ridiculous. I mean, I have never seen Curse of the Maze be so aggressive in all my years of playing this game on any version. This is we are being assaulted by Curse of the Maze right now. I'm gonna bring out Frail, and we're just gonna immediately go with Jello. We don't even have to really worry about aiming for us because Jello is going to get the benefits of Epiphora, so all we need to do is just dodge damage. See here, Jello is basically heat-seeking, and that is all we get. Get another non-damage upgrade. And, yep. Dogtooth still remains our only damage upgrade, but see what kind of new enemies we get.
The world.
We haven't seen anything too crazy yet. The crawl space and a And a secret room here, obviously. There's the crawl space. And you know, when we talked about the multiplicative factor of Jello, it is increased to even greater degree when you've got Epiphora. I mean, it really is just a dream synergy, and it's not a synergy that you would really even think about, to be honest. Ooh, take the Bloody Crown. It gives us a shop and an item room inside of our womb, and we also get Celtic Cross, which is fine. Whatever, Mini Haunt, you're not going to bully me out of here. We'll go to the item room. I'm just going to grab the Soul Heart real quick. A lot of dumpies. And they're actual dumpies. Like, yo, good proc there by a Bighorn. And of course, if there are mods that I've done in the past that you would like to see redone, maybe they've gotten an update, maybe they've gotten some improvements. I fall back on the Pizza Tower mod. Again, it's still not a game I've actually played, but obviously the mod was very interesting with some key changes. I think it could be great. So I don't know if the mod creator has actually done anything to the Pizza Tower mod. I would definitely consider revisiting that one if it has gotten some updates. But if it hasn't, then, you know, there's always hope. This Invicta mod, obviously, I think that it's been updated. It got an update not all that long ago, but to my knowledge, I don't think anything has changed yet, other than just getting an update to update it to the latest version, essentially. The secret room isn't here somewhere. Gotta admit, I was expecting to see a little bit more variety in our rooms than what we've seen so far, especially after we started off with a brand new mob, essentially, and then so far we haven't seen too much diversity in the enemy styles, or especially rooms. I thought that we were going to see a bunch of new rooms. Now it could just be the seed. Now, obviously, we don't want to judge anything by an early run, especially you know, a vanilla run here, but. From the previews that I saw, I definitely saw a lot more mobs on there. It could also just be an alt path thing, so this might be another thing that we may have to revisit. I'm gonna use the Hangman just because I don't feel like dealing with all the physics in here. And there's also a second one that dropped. What would be even cooler though is if we can get, like, I don't know, flying, movement speed upgrade. We double pink cage, and we have not made boss rush. Gonna do this, and you pink cages can do whatever you want. Me and my boys are just gonna be hanging out in the corner, absolutely destroying you. That is a massive amount of damage there. We do get another devil deal. I can't. I don't think you can sacrifice Jello. I kind of don't want to try. We can't. I mean, we can't take it anyway. So, like, we can take it obviously, but there's no reason to. I'm gonna take the box. We don't need the HP. Okay, credit card's fine. Jawbreaker wouldn't be bad, especially with 3 luck, but having the ability to go into into more shops and item rooms is just too powerful. Credit card we can use inside of a devil deal. We can use it inside of a shop. We can use it pretty much anywhere that we want to. That's the Celtic Cross shield, by the way. We don't have the Polaroid. what this playing card is here. It could be a 2 of diamonds or something. Or an ace of spades. And I'm going to use Terra to destroy all the magic, or all the mushrooms here. Having really good luck with Magic Mush lately. I don't know why, but hey, I'll take it. We use the ace of spades to destroy room filled with mobs that are annoying. Okay, blocked by infamy there. Mobs are annoying, but not enough for me to use an ace of spades. A blue aura that you see there is from the wafer effect, okay?
Ace of spades.
We have the wafer effect whenever we take damage inside of a room. And we definitely took some damage there. Now, obviously, having the cancer item and then activating the wafer effect is perfect for a sack room, the sack room shuffle, if we can find one. Normally, when we get in this situation, we end up finding ourselves having plenty of utility to actually do a full shuffle, but then the game just doesn't spawn one for us. So, fully expecting not to see one. Okay, I'm gonna let him take all the money and see what happens. Two active items, by the way. Doing there, buddy? Yeah, he just pieces out. Okay. Fan schmabulous shop here for our final shop, and it's an SK. Oh boy. Well, I guess I should be happy that we didn't get the seed on like a regular Eden run, because man, this is something right here. Got like bloody dumpies or something, or look pretty metal. Full card, full card. Ugh. We're gonna miss boss rush. Trying to charge Jello here as much as we can. Again, I'm purposely firing upwards because I don't want to reset our Epiphora bonus. And Jello can hit pretty much everything, but the doors. The door next to us, I mean. Okay. I'm going to take the negative just so we have some damage, and I don't really care about Blood Oath, but I will use the credit card here. We could take Blood Oath, I guess. Okay, so we got some damage. We still really would love to get some movement speed and tears, but hey, baby steps. I did one of the dumbest things I've done in quite a while the other day. First off, I was very proud of myself. I want to preface this by saying I'm very proud of myself. I saw something on TikTok that I was like, man, that looks pretty cool. And it was people using like cottage cheese to do various things for like baking and stuff. And I don't bake. I'm a grill master. I like the only thing I bake really is Mama Victa's chicken and noodles, and that's it. But I'm talking like bake. Like I've never made my own bread, never made my own dough, never made my own anything. All right. But I saw this recipe on TikTok that was almost a keto recipe for a very, very, very low carb, low sugar pizza. And it looked incredible. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to try that because I definitely like pizza. And I've never made homemade pizza, even regular pizza, let alone healthy pizza. So this is going to be a real train wreck or an actual win. And I ended up making it. from scratch, and I posted it on my Twitter. So for those of you who follow me on Twitter, you probably would have seen it by now. But that'd be fancy. That's what I get for trying to be fancy. And it turned out incredible. If I can make the recipe, having never made my own homemade pizza before, and also never made pizza period before, anyone can. It was incredibly good. I will say that what in the world? Oh, I hate that. I don't know what they were doing, but I'm glad we stopped them. Trying to do like a face meld thing from the thing over there. So the dumbest thing I've done in a while was after I got done cleaning, because you need a blender. After I got done cleaning the blender, while in the process of washing it, I grabbed the bottom of the blender and very badly cut my finger. And my thumb as well, which I didn't realize my thumb was cut until I was like washing my finger off, and I felt like a little resistance there, like a little slice. So, yeah, your boy was wow. Okay, Triachnid. Okay, Tryhardnid. Gonna drop 6 feet on us, and then you're gonna just drop right on top of us, huh? It's damage or HP. 1 heal. Give me the damage. Now again, I will say, for the record, I don't use this blender that much. So I was not thinking about safety. I was thinking about, man, I can't wait to eat this pizza. And I'm the type of cook that I always clean up as I go. I do dishes as I go. That way, hey, when you're done, guess what? There's magically no more dishes to do. Pretty incredible. Because the last thing I want to do after I've got done just cooking for like the last hour is doing dishes and eating too. You want to eat and cook. So I was washing the blender and the blender blades. It's really the blades that I'm talking about here. And not really thinking about it, I started scrubbing the underside of it, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was grabbing. And man, I got myself good. Like normally if I cut myself, you can feel like a sting or whatever. This was one of those cuts that was so deep that you didn't even feel it. I hate this. What is this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, mini mom's heart there. I knew that I was in trouble because I didn't feel the cut. That's when you know that you're dealing with something very sharp and very deep. So it did bleed a lot, and luckily, I mean, I was able to patch it up there with the good bandage and some pressure and everything. I mean, it didn't like cut down to the bone or anything. I wasn't in any danger. Just when the pain kicked in though, man, it kicked in hard. I was not happy with myself. Trust me, no one's madder at this than I am. But on the positive note, I was very happy and proud of myself that I was actually able to do it. I was like, I wanted to try something new, and I've never made pizza, and I've never made healthy pizza, let alone regular pizza. So, and I was very curious because when you hear it, you're like, cottage cheese pizza? Like, do you just use the cottage cheese as cheese? Like, how in the hell do you do that? No, you use the cottage cheese to make the crust, to make the quote dough. And you would not believe until you try it for yourself that it actually does not taste like cottage cheese at all. It tastes like thin crust not pepperoni, but thin crust pizza dough. I was blown away. I'm like, no way, dude. Like it's got to have some kind of cheesy variety next to it, or something, like, it's got to have some kind of weird taste to it, or tang or something to it. No, I promise you, as a lifelong pizza lover and someone who doesn't eat cottage cheese ever, it had no weird taste. It had no weird texture, no nothing. I was incredibly blown away. The reason why I'm saying all this stuff is because now I'm kind of legit looking forward to making some more healthy stuff that I find on TikTok. Blood Oath not going to go off here, man. Blood Oath, or not Blood Oath, but Isaac's Tomb is just killing it for us. Not a lot of room variety or new mobs, I will say. I think we've only seen 4 or 5 new mobs. But I saw like there, and I was surprised by health TikTok to see how often or how ubiquitous cottage cheese is used for bread, for pita bread, for all kinds of stuff, for pizza. I can't believe it. It's like I'm unlocking a new era of food. And because this was such a success with the pizza, I'm now like, hey, like I want to try those. I want to try those fudge brownies that are made with the cottage cheese. I want to try those the banana banana pancakes and stuff like that. They're all healthy for you. And I'm super stoked because I've been not in a rut, but I just have been I've been unmotivated to go and really get back in shape again, or like go to the gym or whatever. You know, I didn't give up. I just kind of like, I lost motivation, really. That's my biggest problem, is just finding motivation whenever it talks about working out or anything like that. So let this be a little motivation for you if you've been kind of waiting or you're not really sure what to do. Try one of those. Try one of those new like not food hacks, but definitely try one of those healthy food alternatives that you can get on TikTok or Twitter or wherever, or Instagram, I guess. And just give it a try. You'd be surprised that they're like, some of them, I'm sure some of them are kind of a troll, but the first and only one that I've ever tried was really good. And you all know how picky I am when it comes to food sometimes. And let me tell you something, this was the best thin crust pizza that I've ever had. Now, it might be because I made it myself and I was very proud, and maybe that was the serotonin kicking off and dopamine from just being happy about making something that I've never made before, and the fact that it didn't taste like garbage. But legitimately, I think that it's put a fire under my butt to really try these like improved healthy choices while still not really sacrificing my sanity for food. And I'm not going to preach to you about food. Look, I still eat junk food. I still drink Coke Zero. I still like having Monster Energies. I still snack every now and then, but I'm not really a big snacker. I prefer to have actual meals and stuff. But let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, sister. I cannot wait for the grocery store to open tomorrow so I can go order and get some bananas and get some cinnamon and get some chocolate chips and just regular chocolate to make into, like, I can't wait to try these brownies because they look sick. And I love brownies. I'm not a big chocolate lover, but there is one thing that I do have a weakness for, and that is brownies. And they look delish. And I do have a food discussion. What is that? Okay, that is a brimstone worm. That's kind of cool. Dude, that is sick. I mean, that would be horrible in a low life situation, but that is sick. Jeez, come on. I do hate how inconsistent Terra can be sometimes. Not every day you find a crawl space in Shoal. Oh, and a black market. Do we get to go to the dark chest? We do. Oh, baby. Oh, man, we get Diplopia. Yeah. You have to give up Jello though, man, and we don't have like crazy damage. I'm gonna say no. Jello is just too important. We didn't get any tears ups at all. We've gotten good. I mean, gotten good damage upgrades towards the back end of this run, but yeah, I don't. As much as I would love to take Diplopia, I'm just not going to. Ourselves a soul heart here, and we get this. Money equals power. Take Backstabber because it's fantastic. We can use the Empress card now if I wanted to take a Devil Deal because it does give us 2 HP, but I'm not going to do that. I think it's better off that we save it for Lamb just in case. But I got it's crazy because like I got that feeling, that itch back when I was in really great shape and I was dieting and exercising a lot. I got that feeling of, I know, well, there goes our Emperor's card. I mean, it doesn't matter. That feeling of like, I know I'm doing something good for once for myself, and I want to continue to do that because it makes me feel good. Who knew that treating yourself right gives you this sort of loop of positive reinforcement? Except everyone who knows what we're talking about. Well, basically what I'm trying to say is like, let this be your motivation. Sure. I mean, our tiers are already in the dumps, so we might as well just double our damage. But yeah, I didn't really notice too many differences in this mod here. I don't know if maybe I just didn't go alt path or if we just got a bad seed. I definitely didn't see too many new rooms, if any at all. So if you played this mod, let me know if it is just for alt path. Maybe I didn't read something properly or not. But shout out to Team Compliance over on YouTube, and again, I'll be posting their link down below. Let me know. We may revisit this one if there are more variety monsters and rooms in alt path. We may revisit this one, but either way, the monsters that I did see definitely were very interesting, unique. My favorite one by far was definitely the Brimstone Worm. That one was really, really cool. I wish that they would put that one back in the game. So thank you for watching, everyone. The return of Wacky Wednesday is here. As a reminder, make sure you do the nomination form for the worst run of the Repentance era down below. Go check out Team Compliance, as well as make sure you click that like and subscribe button if you're not already subscribed and a member here of the Mosh Pit. Have a great Wednesday, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to link some mods. If you do enjoy some extra mods there, to post their name down in the comments, and I will maybe check them out on the next Wacky Wednesday. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank patrons of mine like Katoryu, Zombie Fingers, and Adarishi Datenchi. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.